Hi, everyone.
Hi. Good morning, everybody. Afternoon, evening, from wherever you are.
Wherever you are.
Welcome. Yeah. Welcome to Bella Crafts Live. I hope you guys are all doing great. And were you gonna?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna pop in and say something.
Hmm?
Okay, so today I decided to take a little detour away from paper crafting and all the fun stuff that I normally do, and just create just a cute little ornament, something for Christmas, right? Or for the holidays. So I came up with this little gnome guy, and I absolutely love gnomes.
Yes.
Love, love, love them so much. I
That's
get
adorable.
oh, thank you. Every time I see a gnome, it just makes me smile. It's like sunflowers. Gnomes and sunflowers. That's me. they just make me smile. I
She's
don't
an
know why.
easy girl. Little things make her happy, which is good.
Exactly. I tell Rich that all the time. I go, it doesn't take much to make me happy. Just, stay out of my craft room and just, little things like that. So, anyways, all right. Oh, Christine, you had me at gnome. Okay, very
Yeah.
good. All right, you guys. So, hi, Becca. Hi, Isabel. Hi, Helen. You guys are, oh, hi, Laura Lee.
Yes.
Oh, you
Hi,
guys are all popping
everyone.
in today.
Laura Lee, I'm glad you got your Velcro, and I'm glad your husband's thrilled. My husband has used it for all sorts of things, too.
Oh, yeah. I'm getting
And,
ready to do the benches in my RV
oh,
because
yeah.
the cushions.
Coming up.
Yeah, but anyways, yeah. Actually, I brought a big old thing of Velcro to do that. I just haven't done it yet. But yeah.
Um,
Thank you, Helen. You're so sweet.
so Laura Lee said Shalini's card was adorable. So I am not going to be live at 2 for those of you that didn't catch me this morning. We were live at 9 a.m. Central Time with Dress My Craft. And Anu does beautiful work. She shares so many tips and tricks and techniques.
Yes.
So if you missed that, I'll put a link to the replay and you can watch that.
There you go. Yeah, they do such great stuff there. They really do. And they're such nice people. I mean, wow. So, yeah, I didn't do the live with Anne this morning because that would have been at 7 a.m. And
She only gets up that early for BellaCon. And that's 4 days in a row. So,
and it's at 6 a.m. that I get up for that. So yeah. So I tell Anne, that's it. You get me at that time. That's it. Just those times only.
I tell her she doesn't have to, but she doesn't want to miss it either.
No, I do not. And she knows I would do anything for her. She knows that.
Her husband knows that too.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Oh my gosh. Okay. So for today, for today's giveaway, Anne and I are doing the giveaway today. We're going to be giving away one of our Christmas books.
Mm-hmm.
Which one are we going to do? I can't remember.
They can have their choice. We have 103 Christmas crafts, and then we have holiday decor and more.
That's right. That's the second one.
We only have 2 Christmas books. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So yes, so that's what we're going to be doing for the giveaway. And then and don't forget, you need to like, comment, and share my video here, and hashtag Bella Crafts, and make sure that you share it everywhere.
And my video from this morning.
And Anne's video from this morning. Sorry about that. Yes, I forgot. No. It doesn't take much nowadays. Anyways, we're not going down that road. So, and then today, we're also going to be announcing for the winner for Pear Blossom Press, the $25 gift card from Amanda. Love Amanda. So we'll be announcing that at the end of my live. So Anne will announce it at the end.
Yep.
She can do it. Okay, so I think that's all that we have to announce. I hope. So, oh, I do have one other thing to say about the giveaways. If you guys for the giveaways, you know, we do the randomizer and it picks out the names through that, right? If you guys could just let me know when you hashtag Bella Crafts, let me know where you're Bella crafting from. That would be a really big help. As far as, you know, are you in
Hi,
Texas?
from Ohio.
You know,
Hi.
exactly. Just something quick and, you know, and then that makes it a lot easier, you know, because the randomizers, they get really picky and, you know, so we got to do what we got to do, right?
Some sponsors ship only in the US. That's why we need to know.
Exactly. And we want to make sure that, you know, we don't say, yes, you're going to win this. And then the sponsor says, we don't ship out of the US. So, you know, our sponsors are wonderful and we will do whatever they ask us to do. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. Okay.
I would say there's only a few sponsors who don't ship outside the US. Amanda ships outside the US. Emerald Creek is out of the US, so they do. Yeah. There's a lot that do. There's just a few.
There's just a few, you know, but most of them do.
We ship outside the US when we do prizes that are actual physical prizes. So
right.
Yeah.
So that's what I wanted to let you guys know about that. And I think for me, that's about all I have. So let's
Lorelei, you're so sweet.
What'd she say?
She doesn't always enter because she feels blessed just to be here, and she's already won once this year.
You know what? And it doesn't matter. You could win 2 or 3 times in a row. You know? It's luck of the draw. So, you know, I think Dorothy was telling me that she has won Lawn Fawn like a few different times.
Oh, wow.
I think like 2 or 3 different times she's won Lawn Fawn. At least 2 that I absolutely know about. And she messaged me and I was like, really? And she's like, yeah, but I love Lawn Fawn. I was like, okay, well,
that's good.
I don't have any control over it. I do have control of putting manually in. If I'm putting the names in manually, then yes. But other than that, no. So, all right, you guys. So let's get busy. And I'm going to show you how to make this adorable gnome. He's just so cute. All right. So let me switch my cameras and then we will get started.
Okay, perfect. And I will make her full screen once she is ready.
There we go. All right. Okay. I had a feeling that my camera was going to do that because of the white. So we're just going to do it on this side. Okay. So let me show you guys this once more. This is just so adorable and it's so simple. So simple and just a whole lot of fun to make. There's no stamping, or I know that's surprising, but there's no stamping or anything like that in it. And it's just a whole lot of fun. And then we've got the back here that I just added, you know, some little stuff. So I found these gnomes on Amazon, and those are the only things in this project that are not from Michael's. Everything else you can get at Michael's. Okay, just wanted to let you guys know that. But the gnomes I did get on Amazon. They come in a package, and I will put a link in when I'm done because I forgot to do that this morning for Anne. So I'll put a link in after I'm done, and you guys will have the link for the little gnomes there. Okay, so
let me see what the package looks like. I'll look for it.
Oh, I don't have it. I took them all out. I took them all out, and I only brought a few with me.
Okay.
So, but yeah, they're in my my shopping stuff, so it won't take me but a minute to find it. Okay, so this is a globe, obviously, and it is actually, you can do a water globe for this. I chose not to do a water globe because I didn't want to mess with all of that. But it did work perfect for my gnomes. So the only thing that I can tell you, I'm trying to peel this off here and get this out. Here, just a second. Pull this off. Okay, so you do want to still use this with this particular project, because if you don't, when you go to glue your globe on, when you go to glue your globe on, if you don't have this in, then you're going to be down about an inch at the bottom here. Okay. So you do want to keep this. You do want to use it. And I'm going to tell you a little tip about this in just a second. Okay. So we've got the little globe here. And then these are, well, I have this one out. I think I put the other ones I had away. So this is the one that we're using today. I just thought he was just adorable. They're wood ornaments, and you can, just add a little piece of ribbon there and just tie them right up and add it to your tree. I wanted to do something fun with it though. So that's why I went ahead and created this project. Okay. So also you are going to need all of the doodads and the fun stuff that goes inside. Okay. So you're going to be playing with all of this fun stuff. And there's lots of it. So just, you can put whatever you want inside there. I just thought, that this was just really, really fun to do. I threw a package in there and some other little embellishments. So, and as I said, these are all, you can get all of this from Michael's, so no worries. And then of course I have the white fence that I thought was just really cute. I don't know what it is with me in white fences, but I have done a lot of home decor projects through the years with white picket fences. I don't know if it's a subconscious thing and I want a white picket fence around my house. I don't know, but I always end up using one. So, and I love it so much. Okay, so let me put all this back away for now, and then I'm going to get started here and show you what we're going to be doing. All right. So first of all, let me tell you about the gnome, okay? You want to make sure that your gnome is going to fit inside your globe, okay? So this I actually took with me to Michael's to make sure. And then once I got it home, I realized, okay, it's still a little bit taller. So how I fixed that was I took this piece here. This is the one that seals the globe. And I just took some scissors and just cut this one layer off here, and then just used that in the top part. So that's how I got around that. But you do want to make sure that whatever you're going to do is going to fit inside your globe. Okay. All right. So that is first. Now, so what you're going to do is you're going to measure the size of the bottom here. And these happen to be 2 3/4 of an inch, which is perfect because I had 2 3/4 of an inch die. So what I did was I cut out 4 of these. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to adhere them all together. And the reason I did that was to just give the project a little bit more stability, because you want to make sure that your base is going to be able to handle what you're putting on top of it. So we're just going to add these 4 little die cut circles. And now this is your base. Okay, there we go. When I say easy, I mean really, really easy. Okay, so let me put that off to the side. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add some glitter to this. So let me grab a white paper here and hope that we don't go out of focus, because I hate it when we do. But for this, I just took, again, my tape runner, and I made sure that I cover the whole base with my tape on this one. Cover all of it. There we go. And then once that's done, then you can take your fun, this is iridescent confetti. I have a bunch of this at the house. So we're just going to take that and cover up the base. All right. And my husband was gone when I was working on this project, so I told him when he got home, you're going to notice a lot of confetti around the RV. Okay, so there we go. We've got our base done. Let me set that off to the side. And you just want to take the excess and pour it right back in. All right. But now we've got our base. So now we're ready to start adding our pieces. So with the gnome, because he had a wood back and I didn't have paint with me, what I did for that, because I didn't want that to show like that. I just didn't like the way it looked. So what I did, because I didn't have paint, was I laid him down on a piece of green cardstock, and then I just traced it around, and then cut it out. And then we're going to add this also. So this will go to the back of the gnome. And then when you see, when you hold it up and you see it, it's going to be pretty, because it's going to have this nice pretty green on the back and not the plain old wood. So, for me, details are very important. Some people may think that that's kind of silly, but I think it's important. So that's what I did. So trace that, cut it out, and you're good to go. All right. So now we're ready to just build this up. So we've got all of our cool little thingies here. So I started with my trees. And I'm going to put those. Oh, this is not. Okay. Next, I have to use another one. Ugh. All right. And then you're just going to start building your scene. So we're going to put that there and then put another one right next to it. There we go. Okay, now with your gnome, you can do one of two things. What I did was, when I glued him down, I adhered him to my tree. But you can also create a little tiny easel that you can put on him too. I did do that first, and then I thought, oh, that's kind of, that might be a little bit too much. Just glue it to the tree. So that's what I ended up doing. So we're going to take him and just add a little bit of glue here. And then put him right there. Okay. So now you can start seeing how it's all going to go together. All right. So next, we're going to take some other pretty stuff that we have here. And for this, we're going to use these two little lollipops. And what I did with this was I just added a little bit of glue here. Okay, there we go. Whoops. And then to give it a little bit more stability, let me make sure that's on there good. To give it a little bit more stability, then what we're going to do is we're going to glue it to the package. All right, so we have this cute little adorable package. So we're going to take this and glue this right to the side here. Okay, so we're going to lay that down. Ooh, I got glue strings everywhere. Okay, so we're going to glue that down like that. Now, you don't have to worry what it's going to look like back here with the glue and stuff, because this is going to be against the back of your gnome. So you're not going to see any of that anyways. So we're going to take this now and glue our package down to the base. And you can see how quick and easy this goes together. All right, so we're going to glue that down. So you can see it just like that. And then we have our little lollipops here. There we go. Okay. All right, and then the last couple things we're going to do here is I'm going to take some of these lights and just wrap it around here because I want to see how much I'm going to use before I start cutting it. So we're going to wrap it around and then just kind of let it go a little loose down here at the bottom. So that looks like that should be plenty. So we're going to get our scissors and cut those. And then I'm going to save the rest of these for the fence. Okay, so now you want to take your first little light here and add a tad bit of glue. And you're going to glue that right onto your tree. Okay, and then from there, we're just going to kind of wrap it around and then just let it fall down on the base. Now you might want to, get rid of that glue string. Okay, you might want to adhere this down a little bit. That is exactly what I'm going to do because I want to make sure it doesn't like start rolling around. So I'm just going to take a little bit of glue here and just add it to my base. All right, so we have one there. And we'll add just a little bit for this one. There we go. And then we'll just leave that last one. Whoops, that one wants to stick to me. Okay. All right. So now you have this part done. The last thing that I'm going to do for my little gnome here is because he has this hole in his hat, I didn't want that to show. So I just took a snowflake sticker and I just stuck that right on there. I tell you, stickers cover just about anything. And they make great embellishments. Okay, so now we've got that. So now what we're going to do is glue him, or I'm going to tape him actually, to the bottom of my globe here. Okay, just like that. Okay, so now you have your base on. There we go. I'm going to make sure. And I did not use this ribbon, so we're going to cut this off. Okay. So now we're ready to put him inside. Okay. So you just gently put him in there. And I'm not going to cut this one down, but as I said, I did do it on my project because my gnome was a little taller than what I had thought. So that's why I cut some of this off. Okay, so now you've got your gnome inside. Okay, and now we're ready to work on the base. So see, you can cut this and it still obviously will still close like mine did. So you don't have to worry about it not closing. If you're making a snow globe with water or anything like that, well, obviously you wouldn't be using any of these items, but you know, just so you know, you can trim that down and still be okay. All right, so now we're going to glue down our fence. Well, actually, what I did for my fence, I did not glue it down. I forgot. What I did was I tied it off in the back. So you're just going to cut a little bit of silver. This is silver ribbon, wire ribbon stuff. I never know what they call this stuff. So what we're going to do is wrap this around. Okay, now mine is going to come up a little bit short on this one because I used the majority of my fence on the other one. Okay, so I like to just put it on, make sure that everything is where I want it to be, and you know, all of that before I start putting everything together. And what I'm going to do first is add the lights. So we're just going to take the rest of these lights and just start on the end, add a tad of glue, and then just glue your first light down. There you go, just like that. And then what I did was I just dangled this all the way around, whoops, each of the fence posts. And then every once in a while, once I did that, then every once in a while I would go back to the back of it and add a tad bit of glue just to hold it in place. And you don't have to do each and every one. If you just do a few, you'll be fine. Okay, so you want to wrap it around each post. I'm going to put it down because it's easier for me. Okay, here we go, just like this. And then we're going to wrap it all the way around. I'm going to stop for a second and add a little bit more glue. There we go. I had this project figured out so many different times and redid it so many different times until I got it exactly how I wanted it. But yeah, that's part of the creative process, right? All right, so then we're come to our end here. So I'm going to trim that last piece off. Okay, and then I want to adhere this down on my fence. There. Okay. And then just go and make sure that everything is right where you want it. It is easier to do your fence before you put it on your globe. Okay. I mean, you can still do it once your globe is on there, but it is easier not to, just so you know. All right. We need to add some glue here. Because you definitely do not want to be messing with this stuff. All right. Slide that over. There we go. Okay, so now we have the fence done. All right, so next, I was going to try and get that glue piece up. We're going to wrap this around our globe. And you can glue this, but the reason, to be honest, the reason why I did not glue it down is because, one, I didn't know if the glue gun would hold with the plastic. So if you do want to glue it down, you're probably going to want to use some E6000 or something like that that's going to work with the plastic. If not, you know, you might have issues with it. But for me, just tying this around, it worked perfect. So I just slid this through the last piece on each side of the fence. Get that in there so then I can pull it tight. Okay. And then you're just going to take it and tie it off. All right. And actually using this wire thread, ribbon stuff, using this made it a lot easier. Okay, so we're going to pull that tight. And then we'll just tie it in a knot. And then if you really want to make sure that it stays, then what you can do once you get your knot tied is to go ahead and add a tad of glue right there, right on your knot. Okay. So now you have your cute little guy here. All right. So lastly, what I did then is I took one of the floral sprigs. I'm not really sure what they're called. But I took one of these, and I'm going to cut this off. Okay, put that to the side. And then what I did for this one, I did put, oh, I lost one. All right, we're going to add some glue down here before they all come off. Hold those all together. Whoop, whoop, whoop. All right. Put this up a little bit. Okay. Let me add a little bit of glue back here again. There. Get all the strings off here. And then you're just going to add this right. Let me turn this around. There we go. Just going to add this right here. Now I did glue it to this because it was a different plastic and I was pretty sure it was going to hold. The bottom part of it is kind of more like a silicone. So that's what I was worried about. Okay, so we have our little top on there. And then to cover up all of the little glue that you're going to have, then I just took this little tiny bow. And we're going to add this right to the center there. And that will cover up any of your glue or anything that you have from adding your top piece. That will cover it up. And then lastly, I took another sticker that I had and I just added this one right to the front. And there you go. It's really, really a simple project to create, but it is so cute and just so much fun. I think you guys are going to love recreating it. So if you do decide to make some of these, share them, because I would love to see what you guys put inside, or see if you're going to do it like I did mine. However, just, share it with us. I would love, love, love to see it. Okay. All right. There we go. So let me switch cameras here.
I have some comments I starred that mention while you're switching cameras.
Okay.
Isabel said that she can't find the gnomes and trees in one of her local stores, but she could use one of her big dies and cut out a balsa or basswood and decorate for a globe, which is a great idea.
Of course. You can also use paper.
Well, yeah.
You can stamp, you can stamp an image out. You are going to want to layer it with some good cardstock, though, to make sure that it's going to be stiff enough. But the gnome itself isn't really holding on to anything else. So you don't have to worry a whole lot about his stability.
Yeah.
It's the stuff around him that, you're gluing all together, that you want to make sure that those are all stable. But yeah, that's a great idea, Isabel. And there's a lot of different things you can, that you can use. I just love the gnomes.
Laura Lee said that you can use random cute ornaments that go on clearance, that she has a bag somewhere from last season.
Yes. Yes.
And Karen wants to use Eileen's Home Sweet Home collection.
Oh, nice.
Perfect.
See, that would be perfect. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I did it with the wood gnomes, because when I was on Amazon I was looking for something else, and they happened to come across my feed, and I was like, oh, and I love gnomes, so I had to get them. And then once I got them, I thought, okay, now what am I going to do with them? So I thought, okay, I got to come up with something. If I bought it, I got to figure out what I'm going to use them for. So that's what I did. But yeah, and they were pretty inexpensive. I'll put the link in, because they were pretty inexpensive. And I can't remember. I know there's 2 of each designs, and there's, I want to say, at least 6 different
nice
designs. So you just want to make sure that, like I said at the beginning, that you have enough room in there for whatever you're going to add.
It'd be super cute if those gnomes were double-sided.
Yes. That was the one thing.
I noticed that when you had it on the back, I thought the back looked so pretty with the little suckers and the present.
Yeah. I couldn't have the wood. That just, no, it just wouldn't work with me. And I didn't have any paint. So, I do what I do best, and that is paper. So, but it's a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun to make, and they'd make great gifts. Yeah.
They'd fun to do with kids.
Oh, yeah.
They can pick out whatever they want in there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I imagine Zoe's going to take these.
Oh, you imagine that?
Yeah. No, she will. Oh, and before I forget, I want to say, I know she's not watching, but I want to give a shout out to my eldest granddaughter, Isabella. She is 21 today. I am so excited.
Birthday, Bella.
Yeah, I'm so excited for her. So I'm going to FaceTime her when we're done. Wish her happy birthday. She's in the Air Force, so she's in Mississippi right now. So I miss her a lot. She's a great kid. Yeah, I
Been
miss her a
3
lot.
years, right?
Yeah, she's been gone. Yeah, more than 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah,
Wow.
I miss her. All right, you guys. So that is it for me. Oh,
We want to announce last week's winner, which is a $25 gift certificate for Pear Blossom Press for those cute lights and everything that Amanda has. And the winner, I believe, is here, and it is Christine. So congratulations, Christine. And send us your email because it will be a gift card and Amanda will send it to you.
right.
Yes.
Right,
And
right,
make
right.
sure you like, comment, and share today's video of Lisa's and mine from this morning to enter for next week's giveaway also.
Okay.
And
And I
we will
wanted,
be back next week
okay, go ahead.
with just one live.
Next week,
It's the 4th Wednesday of the month.
it's the day before Thanksgiving.
Well, that's right. Okay, we're not doing a live next week. I was going to say it's an interview.
No.
But wait a second. That's right. We're not doing a live next week
Yeah.
because it is Thanksgiving.
I
And
know.
it's Thanksgiving and we're doing Christmas at that time too. And I have got
Yeah.
a ton of shirts over here that I have to I designed a graphic for the Christmas pajamas. So I have to do all of those.
Oh, cool. Oh, there was one other thing I wanted to add, and I do not want to forget this because it's important. Okay. Facebook is playing games. I don't know what is up with Facebook, and I just don't know. So there are times when my videos are not getting posted. So when that happens, I have no idea who has done, who has shared. So the other thing, that was the other thing that I wanted to add with the thing that I said earlier. So what I would like you to do, because I always set up a graphic and then I always put graphics up about the project that we're going to be doing for that live, right? If the live is not posting on Facebook, can you please on that other graphic just put Bella Crafts, hashtag Bella Crafts on that, and then I can pick names off of that for
Great
the
idea.
Yeah, because I was like left going, okay, who was there, who wasn't, was there, it was, yeah. So I thought, okay, we got to come up with a game plan for that. So yes, if it doesn't show up on Facebook for whatever reason, I don't know why they're not. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know
yeah.
what. I just don't know. So do that. Just hashtag Bella Crafts on one of the graphics about the project, because that it always gets posted. And I know, and I always post what I'm doing and post hers. So, I know, at least I know that you guys are there. Because
sometimes I post it between hers and mine, between at about 1 o'clock, an hour before. But
yeah, it doesn't matter. It's still posted though.
As long as it's posted, yeah. And it doesn't matter. You have a week to do it.
Yep. Until next Tuesday. So yes, I did want to bring that up. I knew there was something else that was nagging at me about the lives and what I wanted to tell you guys, and I forgot about that part. So yes, I am glad I remembered that. I need to write notes again.
So we want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving that celebrates it. And yeah, it'll be nice. I'm going to try to take some time off next week. So
yes, because you got your family coming.
I do.
That's going to be fun. Yep. That's exciting.
All my grandbabies.
Yeah. So, all right, guys. So take care. We will see you back then in 2 weeks, right? Beginning of December. We will be back. Happy Thanksgiving. And don't
take
forget
a little time to craft.
That's right. Because it's good for your soul.
Okay.
It really is.
Thanks, everybody.
Take care, everyone.